Okay, the recording has started. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Design Plus. We had more people sign up, but we're going to go ahead and start, and if they show up, that's great. So this is more of a workshop than a presentation, and I'm going to walk through how to launch Design Plus if you don't know how to do that, and then there's a user guide. Um, but then what we're going to do is play around a bit, learn how to do some things, and just learn some basic functionalities of design tools. And if we have time, we'll get a little bit more fancy, a little bit more complex. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to raise your hand or type in the chat, or just talk to me. We've got a small group here today, so if you want to just pipe in and talk, that's perfectly fine. So we're going to be pretty laid back in this presentation. So if you want to pull up a course that you want to play in, to try this in, or sandbox, then go ahead and do that, because this can be as hands-on as you want it to be. This is what you're looking at here is a little page that I've created, and eventually this will be available. It's already an open course, but I'll give it to everyone on campus, and it's just a little resource for Design Plus. Now, we used to call Design Plus City Tools, because that's what it was called, and City is CIDI, and that's the name of the company, is City Labs. So they officially changed it to Design Plus. So that's the official name of the product. And they actually have several products, and Design Plus is the course design product that they have. So, and that's what we'll be looking at today. What you see in front of you is the first thing here is the keyboard launch shortcuts. So I'm going to click on it, and let's move in just a bit so make sure you can see this. So this is how you actually launch Design Plus in your course. And once you launch it and you activate it in one course, it's active in all of your courses. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this course, and I'm going to go to a page here, and let's do view all pages. And so if you want to follow along, please follow along, and you can do that. So I want to add a page here. And in order to launch the Design Plus tool, which is right here, you have to go to a place where you can edit either a page or an announcement or assignment or quiz or discussion. Basically, anywhere that you can go to access the rich content editor menu, which is here and here. So you want to make sure you go somewhere that you can edit and that you are in edit mode. So that's the second thing. Go to a place where you can edit and make sure you are in edit mode. Once you're in edit mode, you've got your keyboard shortcuts here. If you have a PC, then this is the series of keys that you'll hold down on your keyboard. If you have a Mac, then this is the set. So I have a PC. It's Alt-Shift-D, and then the other, if you've got a Mac, it's Option-Shift-D. I'm going to hold down Alt-Shift-D on my keyboard here on this page. Alt-Shift-D, and you'll notice that it launched Design Tools here. So even though I already have it active, if I do the key code combination, it will launch it. Okay, so here it is. It's launched. And you have these set of tools across the bottom. And if I'm going too fast, if you want me to slow down so you can do this, please let me know. Does anyone want me to slow down or to go back over anything? Okay, guess not. All right. So I've launched Design Tools. Now, the first thing you want to do before you do anything else actually with the tools is you've got basically a menu across the top. And you want to go to the farthest icon on the right, which looks like some gears. And those are your Design Tools settings. So click on that. And I can't remember which one of these it has by default, but you want to make sure that you have Show Launch button selected. Do not select this, because if you select this, then every single time you go to edit a page or an assignment or discussion, then this whole panel will pop up, and it takes a couple seconds and it will slow your work down. So make sure this is turned off and keep this button enabled. And then you have a comfort level. Now, for the purposes of this exercise, what I want to do is just go ahead and click on Advanced, and that will turn on all of your buttons down here, except for these two. I'm going to go ahead and turn them back on, just so I have all of them enabled. So I've got all of my tools or settings enabled, and I have my full access to the design tools, which is right here. So right now I'm just going to go ahead, let's give it a title. And I'm going to hit save. Get my page here. And so now I just want to show you what happens once you have it enabled in your course and you have just that launch button enabled. If you go to edit, this is what will happen right here. It'll pop up like this and it'll go back down. And anytime you actually want to use the tools, then you click on the tools here. Okay. Now that we've done that, we're going to play around a little bit here, and then I'm going to show you how to make templates, full templates. So these are the basics here. This is your basic menu for design tools. And let's see. If you look at, I'm trying to find some pages here. So here's one. This design here, up here, that was created using DesignPLUS, these tools. Let's see what else. What else would be a good one? Let's see. This is from fall. This is another one. It has a different look. And these are very simple. These are just home pages that I'm showing you. Oh, okay. That's what, okay. Never mind. And then here's a course I'm teaching right now. This is how the master's graduate nursing courses look. This is their homepage, and every course in the program looks like that. And then here's how some pages may look. And you can get much more elaborate than this. This is just basic stuff here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of these functionalities here and just see what they do. So the first thing I want to do is click on this link that says create edit content, and we're going to ignore the first two, and instead we're going to go to choose a theme. So if you click on choose a theme, you've got two categories here. There's basic page here and front page here. And the main difference here is that if you choose front page, then a banner image across the top and some navigation uh, icons are added to the top of the course. So as an example, here's basic page, and then here's what Apple One looks like without it, just a regular page. And then here's front page, same Apple One, and you can see it's added the banner here, and then the course navigational link buttons across the bottom there. And they're different types. These are all the pre-made ones that you can choose from. And you can create your own from scratch as well. Now, I prefer some of these more than others. And I don't know, I don't even understand why they offer some of these, because some of these are just bad design. But they do offer them. So right now, let's pretend this is a home page for now. So I'm going to leave it on home front page. And let's see, let's just choose a pretty basic one. Let's see, basic box. Here we go, this is what I was looking for. Okay, so here is my banner and some navigational buttons here across the top. Now this whole thing right here is also called a content block. And so content created using DesignPLUS is created using what are called content blocks. So this is a content block, and if you click on it, you'll see here's some pre-made content blocks. Intro, objectives, readings, lectures, activities, assignments, all that stuff. But you can create new ones here. And each one of these has icons attached to them. Okay. Let's take a look at this real quick. Now, let's go to, customize banner text, because that's what this is. So right now, the unit name is text. But let's say this is a course. Let's pretend this is CD, which is design, city design. And then the unit number is 100. And then name of the course, and you can have a content subtitle if you want. And you can go in here and change it if you want. You can even do this here. All right. Add a description here if you want. You don't have to do this. So you can do that if you want to, or not. And that'll be gone. And you could even change the banner image here. By default, this is the banner image right now. And there's also a different, let's go, I'll show you the default. I know you've all seen this, but right now, there's a default banner for all JSU general courses. This is the default blueprint banner and sections. This is all created using DesignPLUS. Okay. And then another interesting one to look at is, let's see, Applied Engineering. Here's their default homepage. All right. So if you're teaching any courses and you want a default homepage across courses in a program or department, you can create them, and we can help you do that with in conjunction with blueprints, which is what these are. And let's see. All right, let's go here. So we've got this. We can change the banner. In order to do that, that's very easy. I already have some banners uploaded, so I'm just going to go here to my image tool, upload image, and let's find, here we go. Here's a nursing one. And you can also just say decorative image because it's not really that important, but submit. It'll come in down here, and then you just click on this one and delete it. All right. So there's your banner. So you can change your banner. You can also edit your navigation blocks here. So by default, you're given 4 navigation icons or buttons. Yeah, buttons. Start here, syllabus, modules, and more resources. So let's click on save and publish for now. Let's see where they go. So if you click on start here, it goes to a start here page that doesn't exist yet. But if you want to keep this page and come back here and add start here content, then you would just hit save, or you can just hit cancel. The syllabus actually goes to the syllabus tool here. The modules actually goes to the modules page. And more resources also goes to a page that does not exist yet. So, but let's say you have a module. Let's say it's called, this is the start here module. And you've got important information to help students start the course here. Let's go ahead and publish that. We can go back here and click edit and launch our DesignPLUS here. Okay. And go back to create edit content. And honestly, the easiest thing to do when you go to add edit navigation block is to just delete this and add a new one. And then move it. And then you can add your icon here by clicking here. And there's lots of categories for icons. I'm just going to type on arrow. I've got my star here, and then that's when I'll come over here and add my start here module to it. There we go. And let's say I don't want a more resources page. Let's say I want it to go to my grades. So let's get rid of this. Add an item there, and we'll just call it grades. And we'll add our item here. Icon, rather. And let's go ahead and go to our course link, go to navigation, and we'll choose grades. And click on save. And so now what we've got is it'll go to our start here module. This will still go to the syllabus if you want it. This will go to the modules page, and this will go to our grades. There's no people in here. All right. So we've got the start of a home page here. Let's go to edit. And let's launch our DesignPLUS again. And so what we want to do here is let's add a content block. So I'm going to go to add content block, and I'm going to add introduction. And let's go ahead and add a little icon here. Let's see. All right, so here's handshaking. Oh, that doesn't look good. Let's delete that. And let's just call it welcome to the course. And then let's add an icon here. Here we go. See if that's better. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we've got a content block. Hello students. Welcome to the course. Name is da da da. And then in this course we will, and put in your description or whatever. And then what I like to do is I like to add communication. And let's do chat. There we go. And I like to use, it really depends on the audience and the level of the student. If it's a lower level student, I'll try to be a little bit more informal than formal. How do we, here, that's better. Okay. Sure, our English people in here are losing their minds. And then I tell this is this is as a 100% completely online asynchronous course, or so all communication takes place online using Canvas inbox, Canvas announcements, uh, and then you go into detail about when is the best time to talk to you, and what's the best method to communicate, and how in depth you really want to do that. Um, you can also put your personal information up here under welcome to the course. Put an old picture of me. All right. And then I usually like to put in called something like that. Let's click here to add our icon. Let's see, go. Little car icon. Okay, and then save. So we've got a basic outline for a homepage. It is simple. It's not anything fancy, but it looks nice. It's well organized, and it's not cluttered. Has a nice degree of white space there. Okay. So at this point, it's 10:30, and before I go on, does anyone have any questions about anything that I just did? All right. Looks like the crowd is okay. Let's move forward then, shall we? So let's change the name of this to Demo Homepage. All right. So let's open up another page. And let's launch our design tools. And let's say on this page, we want this to be more of an overview or introduction to our unit. And can do this in any number of ways, but let's just keep it simple. Let's go to create edit content. Then we're going to choose a theme again. And let's choose, let's see. Let's do this one as a change. Square right. And let's say Unit 1, getting started with DesignPLUS. Okay. And you can do, let's see, banner text. Okay. So we've got that there. And that's our title. And then I want to add another content block. And what I want to do is let's just do an overview or introduction, whatever you want to call it. We can call it introduction. I can spell. Goodness gracious. Introduction to Unit 1. Jeez. Okay. Now let's find an icon. Let's say open door. Let's try that. There we go. See it right there. And then what I want to do is let's get a little bit fancier here. Let's go to add advanced elements. And here I'm going to add, I'm going to go to, let's see, HTML snippets. And I'm going to go to Design Tools Core Snippets. And let's do, let's have columns. And we're going to do 1/3 and 2/3. Let's add a little image in there. And this is purely for decorative purposes, okay? Let's make it in the middle there. Let's make this one in the middle. Let's give it a heading. Nope, don't like that. Let's take that off. Let's just give it a bold. There we go. You'll say in Unit 1, actually, you put some kind of introduction and overview for the unit, okay? That's the idea there. And you put that there. And then what you want to do is add another content block, and then you can add objectives under that. I'm going to hit save, and I'll show you why. Oh, yeah. And you don't have to design these like this. I'm just showing you how to do basic stuff here. So let's see. So let's turn this off. That's what I want. When you write objectives, you want to write them from the student perspective. Oh yeah, I forgot. There we go. There's the check mark there. All right. And then let's do next. And I'll add a little arrow there. And you can create different types of modules here. Okay. All right. Save. And that's just a basic little intro page and the objectives there. On the nursing one that you just saw that I showed you earlier, it does all of this. It does this part and this part on one page, but it also on the same page has all of this stuff. All I'm doing right now is just dividing them. Uh, so let's publish that. Okay. Now let's look at another page. Let's call this Unit 1 uh, Content and Content Activities and Assessments. Okay, so let's go back here and let's do our themes. Let's choose that theme again. That'll be good with that. And let's look at content. Let's see, add another block, and for content, and let's put uh, paper. There we go. And then what I want to do, let's get a little bit fancier here, and let's do okay. And actually, what I usually do is I usually consolidate these, so I'm just breaking these out in case and the content and activities can actually be the same. So we could do content and activities. All right. And then what I want to do is go up here and I'm going to go to add advanced elements and I'm going to choose accordion and tabs. And I'm going to click here and click on at cursor. And I have choices. I can choose an accordion, an expander, or tabs. Let's do an expander. And then under the panel headings, let's go to add panel. Let's add another couple of panels. Put in required readings. Required and So maybe there's some practice questions. I don't really know. So here's what that will look like. Let's click here and hit save. So this is what this will look like. An expander, you can expand all of it. It'll show all the content there. You can collapse it. Now we can also do, let's put some content in there first. Let's do, all right, so there we got some content there. And let's take a look what it looks like when you have the content in there. That's what it looks like. Let's go back to edit. Now you can also have, I click here back in, let's go to accordions and tabs, and I click back inside it. This panel will come up, and you can also make it tabs. So let's look at tabs. Here's what it looks like. Notice when you click on the tab, the content in this box below changes to whatever is connected to it. Okay. Now you can add, once you've done that, you can add another content block and call it assignments. Complete discussion assignment 1. And I have no idea what it would be. So there you've got a content activities and assessments page with using this parts of DesignPLUS. Okay. Now we can go back here. Let's go to the modules page. And let's create unit 1. And let's bring in our pages that we've created. Let's do, let's see, introduction, and here we go. So there we are. And so here's our introduction page. And keep in mind, I'm not recommending that you create them like this or do exactly like this. I'm just showing you some things that you can do and how DesignPLUS can work. Now, another thing that I like to do is if you have modules, you can add progress bars into the modules. So let's go to advanced elements and then module progression and navigation. I'm going to click here under the bottom, and I like this one the most. So I'm going to insert there, hit save. And I'm going to go to the overview page, and let's do the same for the introduction page. What in the world? Oh, I did the wrong thing. I was like, wondering what is wrong with that. Be careful what you select, people. To remove it, it's as simple as clicking on it, go into modules, and then replace selected. There we go. I'm going to remove that one too. My goodness, I was on such a roll. Always seem to make a little. Let's see if this works. There we go. All right. And in fact, this like this much white space up here, I feel like there's too much. There we go. There's too much here. This drives me nuts. Okay. So then if you're a student, you come into you can play around with that too. So if you're a student, you come in here, you can actually use this as another navigational tool as well. So, okay, it's 10:52 and I've been going on for 50 minutes. Does anyone have any questions so far about any of this? Y'all are so quiet. Okay. Does anyone want to see something that I haven't done yet? Because I've only got 7 more minutes to go. And we can schedule another one of these if people want. This isn't very difficult. But is there anything that you want to see or that you haven't seen yet? I've seen some very creative ways that different faculty have used DesignPLUS. So you can use it in a number of ways. This is just a very basic demonstration of how you can use it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Allegra. And you can do a lot more advanced stuff with this. It's just that today I don't really have time to go over that. But if you want, if you would like to have a more advanced section, then just let me know. You can email me and let me know. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Bobby, did you have any questions or anything you wanted to add?
No, I didn't have anything else to add.
Okay. So eventually, let me tell you all what I'm going to do. Eventually, I'm going to be including some of the trading videos that, like this one that just recorded here, and they'll be available here. And so this whole thing will be available to faculty, and so people can access this stuff at any time they want. So I'll do one last call for questions or comments. Well, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you being here. A lot more people signed up. I guess they decided to just watch the video. But I appreciate you coming, because if you hadn't come, I would not have done this, and there would have been no video for anyone else to watch. So your presence is very much appreciated. If you do have any other questions at all about this, feel free to email me at cinman@jsu.edu, or you can email us at online@jsu.edu, and your email will find its way to either me or Bobby or another one of us, and we'll be glad to help you. So thank you all for being here this morning. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and enjoy the sun here. It's sunny here, so.
Thanks,
And
Chris.
you're welcome. And I don't know if everyone can tell, but I've been desperate need of a haircut. I've got what they call the Alabama bangs thing going. I've gotta lop that off and look more professional, more adult. So thanks, Allegra. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. And
You
remember
too.
to smile.